Right. So I've got these.
Oh look, see, now this is your first album, and then that's your second album.
So yeah, we'll put the details in below.
I'll do that.
Yeah, so we're going to do an open mic.
I got two of these.
We're here.
Right, boom.
How you doing?
Alright, it was alright before you got that.
So listen, this is to prove that we don't just do running.
No.
We meet after running as well, don't we?
Yeah.
Sort of, it's not. We're not like Ant and Dec. We're contractually obliged to see each other.
Yeah, but although it's weird.
Yeah.
Sandy,
my wife.
So I've got.
That's just a bag.
It's stuff in it.
Oh my god. It's not a gun.
Oh, not that. Yeah. Right. So I've got these.
Oh look, see, now this is your first album, and then that's your second album.
So yeah, we'll put the details in below.
I'll do that.
So we're going to do an open mic.
I got two of these for free. I got that one, that for free.
Now it's hard to choose which is my favourite, but I'd have to say the best of Peaceful Warriors is my favourite, and I like to play that on my Bang & Olufsen stereo.
Or it could be maybe the difficult third one.
Which
you're already writing, aren't you?
Don't think I know it. Don't think I know it.
It's very noisy over in the cheap seats over there.
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
Oh look, so so you're doing spoken word tonight.
Might jazz it up with something.
Don't
surprise you.
Don't do anything that you.
I've
not
got
out
it
of the
all
norm. Just keep it light.
I'm not doing that.
Keep the tone up.
We'll see. Well, we've got kids; they need to be educated.
So so next time you see Jake, he should be up there.
Boom. Well, I haven't done this for many years, but I guess it's all an experience, isn't it? It's all something to put yourself through to see how you fare. So this is the event, and we'll see how we do. And big love to my fellow bear runner brother Paul and family for coming to support. Boom. Jesus, it's getting quite packed. I hadn't planned on this. I thought there'd be 4 people at the most. There's a fucking great room full of people.
Is it your?
I'm not prepared for this.
Really?
No. If I panic, come up and get me. Why?
Oh my god!
No.
You'll just see the door go.
No, I'll hear that. What's that? That's the one, 5 of those in unison. There we go, So Paul was just asking me if I've got it planned. I said, I'll just, what's the word? It is charades. I'll just, I don't know, what's the word? Just hope for the best.
I think you'll be absolutely fine. How long's it been since you last did a open mic? A little bit of sweat on your top lip there.
Oh, it's from the smelling salts.
Sorry.
I feel far more awake and alive now. Probably 2 years, I think. More than 2 years.
This is the first time I've seen you, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Because we've seen the video of you doing it at a church in Norwich or something?
Yes, St Margaret's Church.
Well,
so we'll see.
Just, what's that?
Now?
30 minutes to go.
Do a time check.
It's 19:15 p.m. 7:15.
7:15 if you're not in the military.
That's got gin in it. So yes, good luck.
I don't know if many of you know me, but I used to work at Showroom Little Theatre, backstage doing lighting and sound. So it's really nice to come back and do this. So thank you for coming along. Please do get a drink. It's such a great place. So please, do support it with a drink. I'll kick us off with a couple of songs. I write songs about working in pubs, which is a niche. This is the first one I ever wrote, and it's probably my most serious song I've written, but it's about a man who liked me because he saw something in me that he saw in himself when he was younger. The only issue was he was a massive racist, so I'm just going to disassociate from that. There are a couple of swear words in my songs, just to warn you. Oh God, the semblance of a man who wants to formulate a plan to spend a night in the silence about the people in this land. But now he can't. No, he's just got to share his views. He's just got to rant and rail about the ones who have abused him in his life. That's not right. He's never once put up a fight. He wouldn't know abuse from hatred if it screamed at him all night. And I'm the same. I may not share his racist thoughts, but I'm the product of old laws. I am the holder of freedoms I never had to take with force. And my head is turning as a job with little earnings pushes me towards a man whom I can barely understand. But he says he likes my blue eyes. I can't say I am very surprised. He says he likes my blonde hair. He used to have his own up there. Oh shit. Or marking lines upon your neck. Is that an X that marks the spot with a dark blue symbol and a 10? I do not know. But I can hazard a strong guess from your views on immigration from the nations you detest. How can it be that you've come to notice me? Can I not just serve the drinks without the awkward niceties? I do my job, hoping that you'll get up and leave. But when you hate most of the world, I guess you must feel quite lonely. My head is turning to job with little earnings pushes me towards a man who I can barely understand. But he says he likes my blue eyes. I can't say I am very surprised. He says he likes my blonde hair. He used to have his own up there. God, I hate this clown with his self-entitled frown, differently wired brains. But I still serve him all the same. Oh, I still serve him all the same. And when it comes to bring me shame, oh, I still serve him all the same. He said he likes my blue eyes. I can't say I am very surprised. He said he liked my blonde hair. He used to have his own up there. Hello. So up next we have Jake, who's going to do some spoken word poetry for us.
Yes, that's the one.
Amazing.
Thank you very much. I recognise a friendly face, well, lots of friendly faces, but one in particular, Erwin there, from a long time ago, Rock the Lobster. Maybe my daughter's 10, and I think maybe she's been born around the time we were doing that, so probably 10 years ago. And I'm still doing the same poem. So I go under the name, I guess, or stage name as Peaceful Warrior. My friends over there have CDs, if anyone still uses those. You can also check me out on Spotify and all of that jazz. So I'm going to do two pieces. One, it always sounds really trite when you say one off my last album. Sounds horrible saying that, but one is off my last album, which is this one, called Ticking of a Clock. Knowledge, strength and compassion, knowledge, strength and compassion, knowledge, strength and compassion, knowledge, strength and compassion, knowledge, strength and compassion. If today is all we have, why are there so many broken hearts enveloped in scars? Looking out of windows, thinking thoughts and dreaming dreams of a world that is not ours.
Panic sets in easily these days as we pray in disarray for absolution, yet total confusion reigns. Many souls have already embarked on a perilous journey, meeting beings of light, touched by darkness, to help harness lost arts. This is a dream. Whilst the nightmare is that so many just want to watch the world burn, and between these two worlds we sit, you and I, wondering why some can only see themselves through the eyes of those that hate them. If all you see is shadows, you start to live in darkness, so take 10 seconds to find your neutral space and reevaluate your purpose. Think, then rethink. I drew the world with the tip of a flower just because I had enough ink. I fight negative thought patterns like Mickey Rourke flattens, wrestlers linked together like claw hammers. With forced stammer, I can talk Lazarus, reincarnated late, I forced Lazarus. Enjoy the planet, life is freedom, sleep is heaven and death is just a season. If nature grows for so many reasons, maybe we shouldn't be chopping down trees. And maybe we should be looking after bees if cross-pollination contaminates peace. Jeez! We were made by a habitat. We've got the birds and the bees and the trees to thank for that. Now we pray for the Amazon delivery. Forests get burnt and turned into misery. Comfortably numb. That's just the way it is. Gold is getting swapped for the souls of our kids. Is it any wonder that the magpies stay sceptical as the deals are getting done with the same drinking receptacles? We stand ready, our hands are on the kill switch, mind state steady, looking down from Mount Olympus. They rot with their clocks and get boxed by us, the savages, stopped by the rocks that block the hot passages. Nowhere left to run to, nowhere left to hide. It's early in the morning and we are basking in the sunlight. Through our actions and their consequences, has this dark imagery truly fallen? History speaks in tongues adapted by the listener. Heed the warning that complacency is not an option. Take one eye off the fallen and they will rise again in epic proportions. Consistency is a key for the warriors to manage faithfully. Because if today is all we have, these broken hearts must heal and heal gracefully. The scars that covered them will fall and we will see more strength than ever before. The thoughts and dreams that were not ours become more and more familiar. They were always ours to have, as was this world, aiding us to reconsider the reign and pain of confusion so aptly named to cause havoc. Those that chose the perilous journey return, so powerful their naked souls could scorch the earth. The lost arts were found, no longer shrouded in mystery. They never really left us. We just lost their visibility. Now, with an abundance of energy and insight into this journey's twists and turns, our minds can focus on those that still want to watch the world burn. And we can yearn for better days. We can learn the clever ways, endeavour to protect against the measure of displeasured gaze. Ever more successes press for altogether lesser praise, making sense of senselessness, progression gets the pressure raised. Forever may we see the light inside those dreams that come to visit us, finding scenes that delight us despite the rise of inquisitors, free now to disengage from our external surroundings. The choice that gives us is now powerful and astounding. It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This single truth, the lies we spoke of, get broken and smashed in tatters. These rant amateurs test our patience like bank managers with the best intentions. Still, some things remain constant throughout. The world, the weather is ever changing. Light will always follow darkness, and love remains the most powerful force imaginable. Thank you. About colour and creed in a society that's built upon hatred and greed. There are millions that are dying of a man-made disease and kids are being born with nothing to feed, except lies and illusions, so they start off deceived. Then they turn on each other till one of them bleeds. Our concepts are built on malevolent deeds. They're telling us constantly that we are all free. I'm stuck in this prison that's created by me. I see the funny side because it's all make-believe, where the one holding you back is the reflection you see in the mirror every time you check your vanity and judge yourself on other people's beliefs, who in turn judge themselves on opinion and need to be liked and appreciated. You see the irony? We create our own problems but ask others for keys to the doors that we've locked but can open with ease. If we could all see the simple complexity, it's self-induced problems, there's no reason to grieve. So I choose not to listen to the priest that is preaching. I know go and listen to the Rastaman's teachings, but if I hold my hand up, it's a Buddhist I'm reaching. When the time comes, I'm ready for bleeding. With one love in my heart, my eyes are still seething. A peaceful warrior by day, but a dark night in the evening. I crush the illuminated till they stop breathing. It's in the system of death that they're going to be dealing, but that's when they can pay for the secrets they're keeping. An age with the knowledge of natural healing. Decoded scrolls that can help with all meaning. They're keeping these truths for one single reason, so that pyramid of power can stay in control till we wake from this matrix and see its fool's gold. So I say no to illumination. I choose chaos over the order, a millennia of power through rape, pillage and slaughter. There are people on the street, they're staring at their feet because the media's got us hooked up, too scared for our eyes to meet. They choose religion as an opiate for the masses to fund the fake war on terror tactics. Global elite of fascists, what they're doing to me, they're doing to you. Check out the pirate flag with the 322. If you thought 666 was the number of the beast, please check Afghanistan Battalion 316. I remember the hazy days of raves, eyes glazed, zoot blazed, I carried a blade, I'd use the blade to shave, never to get up another young brother who looked at me in the wrong way. I know a bad worker always blames his tools. Surely some fault's got to come from the USA force, going from fistfights to blades to guns. Now how does a crackhead run out of funds? Tick tock till the clock rots, splits into a Freudian slip knot that hits you like a bullet shot. So you are quick not to watch how we got young bucks coming up. These young bucks are bugged out by cats because most cats just don't give up. Sketch stays sketchy, flexing digits daily just to try and provide food for our babies living in Hades, and the weed stack stays empty as we holler at the roughneck who drives around the ends in that back Bentley. So I say welcome to the land of the free, where we worship money defined by greed, and they say the ends justifies the means. Well, in most ends that means there's no justice to be seen, so people sit Koch green, remain clean, try and relate the debate why life is so lean, until our eyes despise the lies of those crack smoking fiends. I sit and spit lyrical fire and embrace my violent thoughts. I was born of a minotaur to smash law courts, surrounded by friends. I guess my best is a morbid corpse as I down another pint of blood and choke on scabs and sores. Yeah, I better get onto my knees and pray to my Lord before they rip out my spinal cord to start another blood war. My mind is darker than the skin of President Mugabe, but my heart's got more passion than 1,000 Anunnaki. Scanning from darkly, I stared into the abyss looked back at me calmly. I'm a warlord from a hidden army. I am the son of Damien, and Damien was the son of Nestor Marley, so I'll say this calmly. This is a seedy cipher, rugged and raw, the chip of the rich to feed the poor. I've heard there's some kids who don't have anything to eat at all, so the writing really is on the wall, and we are the giants who tower over them all. Peace.
Sunshine, walk beside her. She came from Spencer, across the hill. She said her pa would send her for the cold snow and soon snow, the tender skies the winter.
So yeah, it's been a day or so after doing the performance thing, and I think it was quite good. I enjoyed it. It's always a strange experience, I think, to do spoken word or to do a performance, because you're bearing a little bit of your soul to people. You're showing your story to them. But it was enjoyable. I think it was received okay. People seemed to enjoy it. And it was nice to have friends there, nice to have Yasmin there to watch something maybe her daddy does and feels a lot about. It's important to him, so it was nice to have Yazzie watch me. And it was nice for me to say a truth, say some of what I really think. We get confused by words so much. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? We say that, I say that a lot anyway. And I know what I'm saying in those poems. I know what I'm trying to get across, what I'm orchestrating, what the narrative is. Although it might not be hugely obvious to everyone. Went Norfolk, I went hugely Norfolk. So yeah, it's a story that I know what I'm trying to put across to people. And if people are interested in that, then that's great. And if not, maybe it gets people to talk. I had an interesting chat with someone on the night. An older gentleman came up and said he really liked the poetry. And I guess never judge a book by its cover, because I wouldn't have maybe expected him to say that. And he said he really enjoyed it, and he said how meaningful it was for the time that we live in. And ironically, the bit that he was talking about, I wrote 10 years ago at least. So yeah, it's strange how it kind of catches a nerve maybe or something. What was that? Just got a message from Paul. He sent me a picture. Oh my god, that's this. So I can't show. Yeah. Anyway, and I shall maybe try and do more of those. Spread the word a little bit. I'm going to put maybe Paul's name down to do some stand-up. That would be brilliant. But yeah, so there we go. It was a good experience, and maybe there's more to come. Who knows? Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I'm back. This is what I wanted to get. So yeah, the spoken word, a lot of it was written a while ago, but some of it was written for my new album. This is my first album, A New Day, and this is the album I've just released called Saturn Returns. I don't know if that'll pick it up. Paul can put a picture. So yeah, that was from those two pieces. Yeah, anyway, enough waffling. But for now, over and out. Boom!